What if every citizen got to pick their family law system, set of regulations? So you have a lot of liberal family law regulations in some major large cities where you have no fault divorce and everything. You have how they deal with child custody, how they deal with divorce, how they deal with marriage, how they deal with a lot of different things. What if you had 12 different systems that each individual got to choose from without having to move within the same geographic jurisdiction? Then they would have to compete to get members based off of their worldview. Are you looking at a very conservative worldview, very liberal worldview, some in the middle, a lot of different aspects of family law where you can make arguments about having different regulations. So you pick your set of regulations based off of your worldview about what you want. Maybe if you're a Catholic and you're a conservative Catholic, you can pick one that is tuned to that. If you're more liberal or atheist, you can pick one that deals with that. Now, many court systems, each one will have its own court system dealing just with family law. Most likely will have to be statewide to get the scale correctly, so you can still have employees and the like, so it's not having to be a lot more expensive. But you would have to, in many court systems, many family law systems would have to compete on access. How easy is it to access that system? Productivity, so we're not paying so much for each case. Cost, what's the cost on it? How much are you putting out there? What are you getting for your money? The professionalism or the fairness of it. And there's other issues surrounding that. But what if you got to pick which one? So there's not that fight in the General Assembly, the state legislative body, to go for liberal policies or conservative policies, how they deal with transgender, how they deal with parent rights, how they deal with divorce, and the like. But you pick the one that you want. And then there'll be then you'll start seeing over time the results of each one. And people was like, I kind of like this one, but it has really bad results. This one sounds really good, but they're kind of too strict. And then you can start seeing the results and seeing which one you want to go to. Now, obviously, you can always switch. There might be some contractual agreement to be there for a certain number of years, but not too long. And so you can switch after a certain amount of time. But you can also switch right in the middle of a divorce or whatever and deal with that. So there'll be contractual agreements on that. Until the next video.